Welcome to the Church of Calisthenics podcast. Today we're going to be talking about replacements and how that affects our journey to moderation. Hope everybody's back on their moderation track. Today I am suffering very heavily. I had a lot of fun Friday and Saturday, and today has just been less fun. Still getting the most out of my Sunday, making sure I meal prep, getting my food ready for the week, making sure I get some reading in. Those are two big things I'm going to talk about in this replacement video. And this is my biggest weight loss tip I can give. It's been the biggest tip for my journey. At any point, I realize that I have a bad habit. I have to replace it. And a good example would be this weekend. I went and bought some cookies with Lily on Friday, so I ate a bunch of cookies. Friday, went to the store and bought some fudge bars, ice cream bars. Super addicting, not great for you, but not the worst ice cream bars either. Bought some chocolate candy to eat. It was wonderful. I had a great time this weekend. Smoked some of my weed and then also ate some of my candy. And it was great. But now on Sunday, I'm having withdrawals from that. My body wants more of it. And I have to come to terms with the fact that I can't have it all week. Because if I have it all week, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm kidding. You won't lose your mind. But you're going to feel like crap. And so this is part of the discussion I want to have with you is just replacing things and understanding that something in your life is great, but maybe if you can't control it, it doesn't need to be in your life. And that can be anything: drugs, weed, alcohol, prescription pills, anything you can get addicted to. Food being, I think, the biggest addiction that we all share. So I want to go first into food just because that's the biggest struggle I had replacing in my life. I'm a huge fan of just eating anything I want. I've had that vendetta, or not vendetta, but I've always had that I've had that vendetta against myself my whole life. I've never held myself accountable to what I eat. And so weekends like this, it's important when I do start eating poorly that I come into Sunday and I say, okay, it was a great weekend. How can I step back and replace these things? And replacing means finding things that you see as just as enjoyable and understanding how much healthier they are for you. So for me, I'm going to replace those cookies, the ice cream bars, the chocolate candy with healthier things. Fruit. The biggest fruit I keep around the house is bananas, apples, and oranges, or specifically orange juice, just to give you a juice version, something different to drink, something a little bit healthier. And then on the food side, if I'm eating poorly, let's say I'm going to eat a bunch of processed fried food from fast food places, making sure I cook all that on Sundays. So I cook a bunch of ground beef, a bunch of chicken, and I create just kind of a different variety of dishes, primarily using some type of taco bowl every week because I like to cut up a bunch of peppers and onions, mix that with either chicken, which is seasoned with like taco seasoning, or ground beef that's also seasoned with taco seasoning, one or the other. And so I'll make a taco bowl for about probably 7 or 8 meals for us during the week. And then I'll do another big portion with ground beef. And I'll do ground beef in either like spaghetti or make burgers. All I'm trying to do is create very whole food, least amount of processed food in my meal prep every week. And I'm trying to get us meals from Monday through Friday. My carbs are primarily, like I've said, rice, and then also pasta noodles. Pasta noodles are not that bad. I think as long as you're putting a bunch of protein in with your pasta, you're going to be okay. But the big thing I have to do to not give myself the option to go eat all that poor food during the week is I have to meal prep on Sunday. And that's my biggest replacement for my food. And not just my regular day-to-day stuff either. I'm talking about my sweets too. Having this food ready, having healthy food accessible to you it's going to allow you to take a step back and actually replace those sweets. Part of replacement is you're going to have to stop buying things. So I'm not telling you to replace stuff. You need to just buy the thing you're addicted to and something new to replace it. You need to make a commitment to really fully push that old item out of your life. So what I ask of you this week is to find out something in your life that is negatively affecting you. Maybe it's drugs, maybe it's food, whatever it is, and find something that's better, that you agree is better for you and better for your journey to get better. For me, so like this weekend, something I have to do to get over replacing drugs, for instance, is doing things that I cannot do on drugs. I can't read well on drugs. I can't play games well on drugs. So I use the motivation to read, wake up and read every day, and then also wake up and go and also plan on playing some video games later in the day with my friends. But I have to plan on doing those things sober so I can do them well. And that's something that helps me stay away from my addiction on Sunday when I want to step back after my Friday and Saturday of having fun. It's really tough because a lot of us are really good at playing games high or whatever it may be. But for me, I have to really hone in on what I really enjoy out of life, what makes me feel rewarded, what fulfills me. And from there, I can figure out, is my vice really helping me live that life, or am I just coping to get through the day to day? And I understand it's still tough. All day I've been thinking about going back and doing what I did yesterday and just going back to the same cycle of drug addiction. But that's what's so important about this journey. This is why I'm doing this little podcast on Sunday. I know it's tough. I know you're having a tough day. I know it's going to suck tonight when you're laying in bed being like, oh, I got to get high. I got to drink, whatever it may be. But take a step back and just ask yourself, does it really make me who I am? Or am I dependent on it for an ulterior reason or ulterior motive? I'm not telling you, tonight when you get irritable to go read a book and, meditate, but that's all I can really advise at this point is finding replacements in your life. What is really holding you back and replace it. Obviously with ice cream, the biggest replacement for me is having a Ninja Creamy. So anytime I do have a craving for ice cream, my Ninja Creamy is ready to eat protein ice cream. And at the end of the night, you're just eating a frozen protein shake. With the Ninja Creamy, this is not an advertisement for Ninja Creamy, obviously. I'm just telling you, this is my personal warning to you. If you're addicted to ice cream, you got to find something to replace it. The healthier option would be to do kind of like non-flavored protein with like fruit and stuff. But me personally, I love the processed protein powders that have like all the traditional flavors like Oreo, peanut butter, whatever it may be. I really enjoy those. They're a great replacement for me when I'm getting cravings. And then just in general, anytime I get a chocolate craving, I kind of just replace it with a protein shake because at the end of the day, that protein shake is going to fill me up, make me feel great. Even if it doesn't make me feel great, I'm still going to feel better than eating chocolate. It's been an absolute pleasure to go through this journey with all of you. I hope you're trying as hard as you can and keep pushing towards being that best version of yourself. I know it's going to be harder and harder every week. I'm going to keep coming back every Sunday, trying to talk about a weight loss tip, something I've been doing that's been helping me a lot. At the end of the day, it just comes down to making tiny steps, making small developments, working on yourself. It's an act of self-love. As much as it doesn't feel like it in the moment, it always is an act of self-love. Keep making decisions to support that person you want to be. Because ultimately, if you're going to keep making the wrong decisions, you're always going to stay the person you are, and that's always going to be solidified by your decisions. Making decisions that put your health first or your best interest first are how you're going to start changing your mind to allow yourself to replace these bad things in your life. And it could be anything as simple as nicotine or just soda. I love soda. I'm finishing up my soda for the weekend right now. It's great, but yeah, Monday through Friday, I can't touch it. If I have it all week, I'm just going to become a soda addict. But if I can enjoy it for a few days on the weekend, that's great. This is just another reminder. If you can enjoy stuff for a few days a week and you are truly addicted, you need to have complete separation. This is not part of my journey. Obviously, I'm advertising moderation to you, and I'm trying to emphasize the importance of your ability to have discipline and not be addicted. But if complete absolution and complete sobriety is what you need, please step away. Please pull yourself away from those things. Please get help. I'm trying to live my life highly disciplined with as much moderation as I can. But I do have to admit to myself, there's just some things in my life I don't live well with. Nicotine's a good example. I can't really entertain doing nicotine in moderation. I can't really entertain doing alcohol in moderation either. It just doesn't work for me. But luckily, I'm trying to do the things that I can moderate, and I'm doing the best with them. Mine is weed, food, sweets. I want to live with those things in my life, and I also want to be able to step away from them for 5 days a week minimum, if not 5.5 to 6 days. So that's what part of this journey is about, is your moderation journey, your steps of getting closer to being your best self. And like I was just saying, if you need to step away completely, step away. But I think if you really just have enough discipline and love of yourself, you can take steps or take breaks from these things for 4, 5, 6 days a week, enjoy it for 1 or 2 days, and then put it away until the next break. But we're all different. We're all on a different journey. This ended up going to about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like the thumbnails. If you don't like them, just keep it to yourself, as always. No one seems to comment anything anymore, so I'm joking. Please keep commenting. Please keep telling me what you think of the videos. Hate them, love them, whatever it may be. Stay strong this Sunday, guys. I know it's not an easy Sunday, but we're here. We're doing stuff, and we're happy to be alive. Thanks for joining Church of Calisthenics. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 22. This is day 21. So tomorrow's 22. We're going to get back to those workouts. Please join me. I hope you're all enjoying it. Have a wonderful Sunday, guys.